What's up, guys? I just had to go do something down the street real quick, and I got about a 10-mile ride home, so I figured I would shoot this video real quick. It's gonna be just kind of like a little response to the last video, the blog one, the Goodman blog. Actually, I just want to say real quick, you know, that me and Hack Free, you know, we're cool. You know, it was a big misunderstanding. I didn't realize that there was something going on between him and Mike or whatever, and but you know, I saw my video on there and stuff, and then I just didn't like being accused that I doctor the sound of my videos, because I absolutely do not. But anyway, but we're cool. Everything's cool. Now, what I do want to talk about is I get so many personal messages every day on YouTube. I mean, almost every day. Hey, where is your why I quit selling Trane vehicle shit, listen at me, video? Well, the answer to that question is that I deleted that video several months ago. I should have just set it to private. Actually, or what I should have done is save it on a damn flash drive like I do with all my videos now when my computer gets too full, but I was not doing that at the time. So I deleted it without saving it on any kind of flash drive or anything like that. And the reason that I deleted it was because it caused some controversy with my Trane supplier, and they didn't, you know, it was just, I'm not going to go into detail about it. Let's just leave it at that. But make a long story short, I don't deal with them anymore. I've went other wares if I need Trane parts or whatever. So I guess this is going to be the remake of the why I quit selling Trane / why I don't sell Trane. Now, the other night I was getting ready to do this video. I had everything set up, and I had my iPad out. I had a little history on Trane. I'm going to try to pull it up right here while I'm driving, which is not very safe, but you know, but let's just start by saying this, is that I can tell that Hack Free is a really, really big guy on Trane, and that's all fine. Hold on one second, guys. And that's fine. So, before we even get started, I'm going to say, just like on the last video, okay. Just give me a second. I'm trying to pull up my information. Okay, all right. Before we even get started, I'm making this video pretty much for homeowners, okay? Because I don't want homeowners to believe the hype that is Trane. I believed it. I fell into it. I've got a few videos on YouTube where I praise it. I'm not denying that. I've got a guy that commented, I'm not going to use no channel names on here because I don't want to start nothing, but I got a guy that left comments on my Goodman blog video. He's a really big Trane head, and you know, just going on and on and on and on about Trane, how they're the this and that and another, and he even said something that if all these other brands that use Copeland scroll compressors are just generic brands. Come on, dude, get real. And he keeps praising how good that Trane compressor is. Well, I hate to tell you, buddy, but Copeland is the brains behind that damn compressor. whether you like it or not, Copeland's got their hands tied up in Trane's compressor, and that's where Trane's getting their technology from, is Copeland. But so anyway, before we get started, I just want to say to homeowners that if you do have a Trane, you don't have a bad unit. Am I sitting here and saying that Trane's a piece of junk? No. What I'm simply sitting here trying to say is that Trane is not better than anything else. It's a good unit. It is. Trane or American Standard. It is a good unit. Is it the best unit? No, it's not. I don't think there is a best unit out there. Yeah, you saw that mistake. I almost spit with the cap on. But anyway, I don't think there is a best unit out there, okay? If you have Trane, your unit's fine, okay? You got a good unit, but you don't have anything special. Now, there's a lot of guys on YouTube that brag about, oh, well, Trane's got the spine fin coil, and that spine fin condenser coil is the best thing since sliced bread, which I disagree with that. I mean, I don't think it's a bad coil, but I've seen several guys on here that have changed out condenser coils because they leak, and I changed out a condensing unit that I did not get on video last summer because the Trane condenser coil was leaking and it wasn't under warranty anymore, and so the homeowner just opted to go with a new condenser instead of spending the money to buy a damn condenser coil. So anyway, and then you say, well, Trane was the first one to come out with aluminum evaporator coils. Well, you're right about that. But let me tell you guys something. All you Trane heads out there and the homeowners, let me tell you where Trane got their technology. Their spine fin and their aluminum evaporators and some other stuff that they still use today in their products. From GE. Had Trane, let's see, right here. In 1982, Trane purchased General Electric's Central Air Conditioning Division. Okay? And then it says, with that purchase came many of the most recognizable traits of Trane's residential air conditioning products. Many of these traits are still used in Trane's today's Trane's air conditioning systems, like the spine fin coil. So, guys, the spine fin, that ain't Trane's design. GE's the one that came up with that. Trane didn't have a damn thing to do with that, because I've replaced some old Tranes, the big long green ones. They're copper coils. That's before Trane bought GE. So don't believe the hype that Trane came out with that technology, because they didn't. That was GE's technology. Just like GE's the one that did the aluminum evaporators. That's GE's technology. Had Trane never bought GE, Trane would not have the hype that it has today. And that's the bottom line. Everything that Trane brags about on their systems, just about everything, came from GE. One of the most bragged about things on Trane equipment that I hear of is the spine fin coil. That has nothing to do with Trane. That's GE that made that. You Trane heads that sell Trane, you can thank GE for that design. Don't thank Trane. It didn't have a damn thing to do with Trane. Now, let's talk about another thing. I'm willing to admit that back in the early 90s up until the early 2000s, Trane probably did have the best unit on the market. That was when they had the unit with the old unit with the big top on it, the 1200, the XL 1200s and the 1400s and all that. Those were great systems. But what a lot of people don't know is that in 2007, Trane was acquired, which they were bought by Ingersoll Rand. Now, let me tell you what I know about that. And I found this out from an American Standard dealer that I'm friends with. When Ingersoll Rand bought Trane in 2007, they wanted to drop the residential line of Trane. They didn't want it no more. All they wanted was the big commercial side of it with the chillers and the big tonnage rooftop units and stuff. Well, Trane pitched a crying fit, and I think they were going to back out of the sale and all kind of stuff, and they ended up keeping the residential line. So now that Ingersoll Rand owns Trane, what's going to happen if Ingersoll Rand decides they don't want a residential line anymore? Or what if Ingersoll Rand gets in a financial bind like a lot of people have because of this economy? Just like, look at GM, General Motors. If you drive a Chevrolet or a GM product, I'm not dogging you. It's just, I'm not a fan. I'm a Ford guy. I always have been. But look at the bind that they're in right now with all the recalls and stuff. They're not doing good at all. So let's say Ingersoll Rand would get in a financial bind and they had to, cut corners somewhere and eliminate a line. They do air compressors. They do all kind of stuff, and now they have Trane. To me, the first thing they're going to drop is they're going to drop Trane air conditioning. That's just my opinion. Because they're not an air conditioning company. They just acquired Trane. But I could be wrong about that. Maybe they wouldn't drop Trane first, But, make a long story short, I don't sell Trane because, like Ralph said in his video a long time ago when we both made these videos, Trane is looking for the big company that's got 20 and 30 trucks. They don't want a little man like us selling their product because we can't move enough of it. And then when we buy equipment, if you look on the bottom of your supply house ticket, it says advertising fee, so many %. Well, guess what, homeowners? When you buy a Trane, all the commercials you see on TV about how it's hard to stop a Trane, you're paying for that commercial. Well, part of it anyway. And I am too. Because on my receipt on the bottom of it, it says advertising fee, so much %. And so, guys, the bottom line is that Trane, I'm not sitting here saying it's a piece of shit, because it's not. It's not as good as it used to be. It's not. Oh, and by the way, the guy that confronted me about LG compressors, I do know that ICP has LG compressors. I know that, okay? But if you buy a certain line of ICP, it doesn't have it. But you don't have to go buy a goddamn 16 SEER to get a Copeland, And the only reason that ICP has LG compressors, some of their low-end stuff has Copeland, is because Copeland could not produce enough compressors to keep up with ICP's manufacturing plant. So that's why some of the ICPs have LGs in them. Now, they don't like it, but ICP just wants to be able to supply their customer a unit, which is understandable. I can appreciate that. Anyway, getting back to Trane, the bottom line is that with Trane, it's a good unit. I have one on my house because when I bought my house, I was a Trane dealer, so that's what I put on my house. It works fine. But I do realize that it's nothing special. Matter of fact, the Arco-Airs that I'm putting in, I think they perform better than this Trane that I have. That's just my opinion. You know, I think they perform better. I really do. And just, you know, homeowners, if you're watching this video, or I've even had some contractors say that they want to show my Trane video to their customers. So, here's my message to homeowners that are seeing this video. If you're in the market for an air conditioning system, yours has died, or it's old and you just want to upgrade, don't call somebody just because they sell Trane. Or don't let a salesman come into your house and say, oh, well, we sell Trane, that's why you should go with us. Because if they do a shit job installing that Trane, it's not going to work any better than what you had. And it's not going to work any better than anything else that's out there on the market. Like I said in the last video, my last Trane video, I can remember some of the stuff that I said. Find you a contractor that has good ratings with the Better Business Bureau. Maybe go check their Angie's List profile out. Talk to your neighbors. Talk to your friends. Who have they had good luck with? That's how I get a lot of my work. I'm changing out an evaporator coil Tuesday, in a Rude air handler that I got from a referral from another customer that liked my, that liked his experience with me. Don't worry about brand. Homeowners, if you're in the market for a new heating and air system, don't shop brand, shop contractor. And I'll say it again, stay away from these big companies that are running 20-something trucks. Find you somebody like myself or Ralph or Zach or a lot of the other great guys on here. Find you somebody that's a father and son team like me and my father, or a one-man show, like Ralph or Zach. These guys are the owners of the company. I'm the owner of the company, and we perform the work ourselves. We're not just sending some Yahoo out there that's fresh out of trade school to put your system in. You're going to get good service. You're going to get a good system. I sold Trane. I've sold a lot of brands. And I'm not ashamed of that. I've caught a lot of heat for that. But I'm not ashamed of it. The reason I did that is because when I went in business for myself, I was under my own control of what brand that I wanted to sell. We were York dealers for a long time. It really hurt us to separate from York because we had a reputation with York. York used to be a good piece of equipment. It really, really was. But when they were acquired by Johnson Controls, they went to shit. See what happens when some big company acquires an air conditioning system? That's what happens to them. Just like when Ingersoll Rand purchased Trane, that's when Trane started going down. Shop contractor. Find you somebody that is only running, 2, 3, 4 trucks, or maybe 2 trucks like I run. I mainly run 1 truck. My dad, he's getting older. He's had heart trouble, and he doesn't work as much as he used to, but he does still work a little bit. And, I have to thank him for giving me his customers and trusting me with that. And I've developed a lot of my own customer base as well. And I'm going to take advantage of it, but I'm not going to do wrong with it. I'm going to continue to do right with it. I've even got 2 of Dad's buddies that, when they started doing air conditioning work, they were my age or whatever, and they became friends. And these guys are older now. They're older than my dad. and they're shutting their business down because, you know, they're ready to retire. And they have both turned their customer base over to me. They're trusting me with that. And you know what? Do you think either one of them guys, either one of them AC guys asked me what kind of equipment I sell? No. They didn't turn their customers over to me because of a unit, a brand of a unit that I sell. They turn their customers over to me because they know who I am, and they know that, and they know what kind of work I do, and they trust me. They could give a shit less what I sell their customer. But the reason that I sold all them brands was because I wanted to be able to provide the best unit that I could at the best price possible. And definitely Trane was not the right price. It was very, very expensive. And I lost a lot of jobs with Trane because of their pricing. I sell mainly ArcoAir, which is an ICP product, which is owned by Carrier. And I also sell Goodman to people that just need air conditioning. Bottom of the barrel. We ain't got but this much money. What can you do for us? Those are the people that get Goodman. But the way I do my jobs, whether I put in an ArcoAir or a Goodman, I provide a good system for my customers. And I'm very fortunate to say I don't have a lot of callbacks when I put in a system. If I do, it's something minor. You know, it's nothing major. I'm not losing compressors. So, you know, don't shop just because of Trane. Don't let a air conditioning company put a system in your house just because they sell Trane. Because the guys that do sell Trane, that's all they're going to talk about. They're not going to talk about their self. They're going to talk about Trane. When I am pitching a sale to a homeowner, I never talk about the brand of unit that I put in. Never. I talk about myself. I don't mention brand unless they ask me. You get somebody that sells Trane, that's all they're going to talk about. Trane. Well, we got Trane this. We got Trane that. That's like what Ralph said in his video. By the time that salesman leaves, you're going to go to sleep at night and you're going to be dreaming of little Trane air conditioners. Because that's all you're going to hear come out of their mouth. It's Trane. So, I hope this is as good as the first Trane video that I put out. I wanted to re-upload it. I wanted to re-upload the other one. And I was going to make this one too. But unfortunately, I did not save the other one. It's gone. I don't know where it's at. I don't have it saved. So, the only thing, I mean, I don't even remember what camera I was using when I shot that video, but I probably deleted it off the camera. So, anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And, I should have a couple more videos coming up this week of some good work. So, y'all have a great day, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Gotta pick yourself up for another day of blissfulness. Oh, how I'll miss your kiss. Get yourself high till you feel low down, and you're so burned out on the whole damn town again. Until the end, my friend. Never really thought that I'd learn from you, but now it always seems I'm always in your shoes. Somehow, some way, I lose. The daylight is burning and the night is coming on, and you're slowly getting up while another day has gone away. Happening every day. You get yourself